Hey, what's up, everybody? Dave back from the band Angerbox here with my sidekick.
This is Jimmy from Angerbox.
And you're watching The Social. And today, guys, we have with us Bobby Fuller from Club Flash.
Give it up, guys.
What's up, guys? Thanks for having me on. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Got a nice studio audience. Thank you guys for coming up. The members of TARIFFS of Jane are in the house. Screaming Mad D, Greg Kerr, a few others. So, our manager Patrick. So,
yeah, thanks for all the hands on deck today.
Yes,
too.
Thanks, guys.
So, I'm going to get some music queued up, and I'm going to give you the opportunity. Tell us about Club Flash. We have an idea, but we want to hear it straight from you.
All right. Well, I started the idea of Club Flash because when I looked at our area, there's really nothing to do out there. I mean, even the bars that we were known for in our area have slowly begun to close over the years, and there's just no real spots that you can do multiple things from multiple venues. And if they are already in existence, they already have a clientele, local patrons, you know what I mean? If you're part of this group of Cumberland, you go hang out this place. If you're part of this group of Cumberland, you go hang out this place. So I wanted something in the area that kind of had an attraction for everybody. And then I also wanted it to attract all ages, from old enough to be able to go out and be on your own and have some fun, the under 21 crowd and as well as the over 21 crowd. And then even the more seasoned adults that are out there. So I wanted to, that was my goal in mind. What kind of place can I create based on all that information? And I'm getting a little bit of kickback there.
Yeah,
based on my information. And, so I was DJ Flash on WRED. And so I basically started DJing at a young age. And it was always a side hustle. And then once I had a family, started a career, that kind of got put on the back burner. And then, I started amassing all this equipment over the years, and so it all kind of came to a head at one time. What does our area need minus what I have, or plus what I have already available in my life? What can I put together to do this? And it all kind of just came together. Me and some friends were hanging out one night doing some karaoke at my house and just having a great time. Then we started doing some trivia, and before I knew it, I was like, dude, we need a place that we can get all this together at once. It's in a big building that is kind of in the tri-state area. That's a center. Where would be a good place, and this, that, and it we ran with it from there.
I got to tell you, the logo pops, man. I really like the logo.
I like it as well. It's pretty cool.
You brought some merch with you today.
Brought some merch, and got some,
provided us with some masks, some bottle openers, nice T-shirts. So it's available out there. You should get yourself some Club Flash merch.
Yep.
And I don't know what material you're using, but this is a good feel. This is a good feel.
Yeah, it's a good stuff. Yeah, absolutely.
So, real quick, to pause from that, the music you're hearing, this is TARIFFS of Jane, who's in our studio audience tonight.
Great. Yeah, absolutely. Give that a shout out. Woot woot.
And this is recorded local at Beyond Down Studios with Dave Ulrey.
That sounds great.
So, you know me, I'm music background. Are you looking to really host some live music too?
So we will be, yeah. So basically what we want to do is, first off, I just want to give a shout out to, we just started the Facebook page less than a month ago. And 2 days ago, we already hit 700 followers. Not likes, followers.
I saw that, man.
So we got them, it was almost like a cult following right away.
And you're not even open yet.
We're not even open yet. Yeah, we got 700 followers, not even open yet.
And you have that date ready too, right?
So it's the first week of April. Now we open, like I said, we're going to be under 21 on Friday, over 21 BYOB on Saturday, and trivia on Tuesday. So technically we have 3 opening nights for that first week. So the opening night for our under 21 is going to be Friday, April the 2nd. The Saturday over 21 is going to be April the 3rd. And then that following Tuesday is going to be our open for trivia. And for trivia, you just got to be, we don't really have an age limit for trivia. So it can be you can bring a family, you can bring friends. It's not going to get too rowdy on trivia night. It's more for just get people together, play some trivia, have a good time, eat some food, that kind of thing.
So us at Angerbox and Angerbox TV on YouTube, Angerbox Official on YouTube, we're trying to attract a younger demographic right now. Mm-hmm. And you having this under 21 thing going on, tell me how that night's going to work. What can the under 21 people expect? What's going to bring them there?
Right.
If I'm 20 years old, bring me there.
Correct. So, let's go back and we'll talk about the rules first. You have to be 13. And we set the rule at 13 because we wanted teenagers. You know what I mean? There's a big difference between a 12-year-old and a 20-year-old. There's just a big difference.
There is.
Now, once you're a teenager, it all kind of blends. That area all kind of blends together. So we're not too worried about that. But if you are 21, you won't be allowed in. It doesn't matter. Even if you're like, hey, my kid brother's in this, that, and the other thing. We're being really strict on that. We want to keep the demographics to where we want kids to feel comfortable to be going in there. You know what I mean? We don't want 18-year-olds having to worry about 20 22-year-old frat guys or anything like that. You know? So we
you want the parents comfortable,
and we want
too,
the parents
in the
comfortable with
community.
that. Correct. So we have a pretty strict process on getting through our door. Now we are in a big building, safe neighborhood with plenty of parking. We'll go over where the address is here when we're done. But so you show up. First thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to go through a metal detector, a wand. If you refuse the wand, that is 100% your right. You're not coming in. That's 100% your right, but you're not coming in. We just want to make sure that, you know, no paraphernalia, weapons, anything gets into the club without us.
Sorry to interrupt you, but you know, I love the idea of the club already, but just putting it out there with the safety first thing.
Yeah.
You started it the right way.
Yeah, and just look, because there's been under 21s over the years that have popped up, and they've popped up everywhere from the Bedford Fort Dance to the Continental to Teen Town to Fat Rabbits, like all the places over the years, and they would always attract a good crowd because there's nothing in the area for the kids to do. The only problem was they were very lax on the rules. Like, I mean, you would have kids underage drinking, you would have this, you would have that, and they wouldn't care because they're like, oh, they're getting their $10 from this kid. Who cares if he comes in, you know?
I was one of those kids back in the day.
Right. Well, I mean, our motto is kind of more like, we want this place to be open longer, you know, and we don't care if we lose like a few kids not coming because they weren't allowed access because they were underage drinking or whatever it may be. We're okay with losing $50 on a night as long as we're, you know, keeping the kids that we do have in there safe and we're in a safe environment where they can be. So our motto is more going to be, we are going to be safety first, and that's one thing that we're not laxing on at all. We do have breathalyzers at the door if we feel like if you did have drinks before you came out. We bought 5 breathalyzers with thousands of mouthpieces to keep it corona compliant, all that kind of good stuff. So if we feel like you were under the influence, you're not going to be able to come in. So, you know, as far as the under 21, we're real big on safety first. And like I said, we do want the parents to feel comfortable, and it's a safe neighborhood. It's a big parking lot. So, I mean, you know, and smack dab between Frostburg and Cumberland. So it's a pretty middle ground for everybody in the area.
So we touched on safety. As far as entertainment goes, what's entertainment look like in Club Flash under 21?
So for under 21, you're going to walk in. The first thing you're going to notice is our light show, which is second to none. You're going to see 2 15-foot racks full of lights, lasers, LEDs, moving heads, the whole work. So it's going to be a sensory whoa right away. Like, wow, this has an amazing feel. We have monitors. We have the projector screens. You know, we have the fog, the whole works. And it's set up to where when you walk in, there's a nice environment where if you want to sit, there's tables, there's chairs. So it's not just like, oh, I feel awkward, I'm just going to go stand in the corner. There's plenty of areas to sit. There's chairs to go all the way around. We have like some big pew benches that go around. Then we have our tables, our chairs that are there. Then a nice spacious dance floor. So it doesn't feel like you're cramped. And then in the middle of the room, we have these massive double doors that, like, if you ever play basketball at the Y, you know how they close half of the court off?
Yeah.
So we have those that we're going to pull to about 10 feet apart to where, let's say you want to be there just for the more social experience and you're not so much a dancer or like a party person. You could hang out in the back half of the room where...
Like a lounge or something?
Yeah, it's like, well, the sound will be a little bit deafened from the two things that were closed.
Right.
And then you would still have a spacious dance where you can go back and forth between the two. And so the other cool part is this. So for the this also touches with the over 21. So the over 21, we're not actually selling alcohol. It's a BYOB. But we do have what we're calling a dry bar. And what that is water, soda, and a bunch of pre-made drinks. And so there's like iced teas and blue Hawaiians and all this kind of stuff. None of them have alcohol in it. You know, so you're getting even though you're a teenager, you're getting the experience of like a little bit more mature life, which is nice because it makes you feel like, you know, oh, this is cool, this is special, this is something I've never had before. So between the music and the environment and the vibes, and the other thing is we also have these 2 really cool cannons. They're called UV cannons, and basically they're a black light cannon that covers like kind of the whole room if you walk in front of. So depending on where you're walking, your shirt will glow. Like,
I bet you these shirts look amazing.
So awesome. Yeah, they really do look awesome. Yeah, because you get like a fluorescent color, and then the club where it says club and flash just kind of pop out there. But the atmosphere, like I said, if you're under 21 and you've never been to any type of like concert or like bigger city area where they have, you know, venues like this, it's wow. Yeah.
What kind of food are you going to be serving up there?
So for the first 2 months, we are on a food truck contract. Like opening weekend, Chef Paul's there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Chef Paul's awesome food. Give a shout out to
Dude,
Chef Paul.
Chef Paul. I've eaten off
Chef
his
Paul.
truck. And the food truck kicks butt.
So he's there opening weekend. We have a couple other food trucks coming in, but we are the health inspector and all that have been in. They gave us the pre-go ahead. They're doing us a food plan. It should take about a month, and then we'll be doing our own serving our own food after that.
Okay.
But we're going to probably continue to have a food truck there on Saturdays as well, in case you don't want like our type of like I don't want to say bar food because it's going to be like decent food, but like if you want like one of the specialties or something like that, like a B-Rad's Pizza or Good Karma, whoever we would talk to for that week, whether it's Chef Paul again, you'll have options.
Right.
That's nice.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Do you ever eat off his truck?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
It's
great.
Chef Paul's phenomenal.
Yeah.
So
Sounds like a winner so far to me. I mean,
what's admission fees on opening weekend?
So-
What's that look like?
It's $10 to get in.
Okay, both nights.
Both nights,
Okay.
but we are offering what we call a flash pass. There are 2 flash passes you can buy. One is $100, one is $150. It's good for the whole year. It's basically you buy that, you never pay $1 again,
Okay.
unless you want to buy food or drink. So you would. There's a separate line if you have one of those passes. You don't have to wait in like a line. You would just come, show your pass, do your wand, walk through your metal detector, and you're in. Also, so when we have live music, it won't be an additional charge. So normally on a live music night, we would be charging $15. But if you have a flash pass, you show it. There's no additional charge. You still walk in and do your thing. Also, with the flash pass, you can call ahead and reserve a table. So you can reserve tables and you get discounts on merchandise and food and drink.
I see the preparation and the thought.
Yeah, we've put a lot of thought into the logistics.
I admire that so much because I see a lot done half-assed in different situations.
Yeah.
So when I see somebody that cares, puts the efforts in, and safety was first right away, let's get this conquered. I think you are on the right path, man. And this area needs it.
Well, the other thing is, and a lot of times the other facilities like this have failed in the past, they kind of just did things that were in a gray area and then hoped that no one would ever say anything. When Corona first started is when I started doing the actual legal process of it. So we LLC'd it right away. Like I went and got a lawyer right away. I said, hey, this is what I want to do. I need to be covered legally. So when I go to sleep at night, I'm not worried like, oh, hey, are we doing this wrong? We're doing this wrong. They LLC'd it. Then we went. I called the county commissioners, asked, what do we got to do for the BYOB thing? What do we got to do for this? And, then I called a couple insurance companies, started talking insurance, things like that. And then and then I had to go down to the district court and we got the trader's license so we can sell all our merch legally. We have our tax account. Everything is 100% legal. This isn't like a thrown together thing. So, I mean, we before we even moved into the building, we did all the logistical aspect of it.
So, assuming you're going to bring like guest DJs in every now and then.
So we are going to bring some guest DJs in. I have had a lot of people reach out to me about, hey,
I was just going to ask,
I want to be.
What's the route here? If there's a band or a DJ or someone out there that wants to be a part of Club Flash.
If you would like to be, if you want to, I mean, I will say some of the talent we've had reach out is pretty good. Like I've been to like a lot of their stuff, and there's a couple local, but a lot of them are like Hagerstown, Pittsburgh area that I'm friends with, that I went to like college with, and things like that. That I used to when I was working for WRED, that have like reached out to me like, hey dude, I'll come in town for I'll do a $200 set for you. I'll do this, that. I'll do this. I'll bring a following. My band wants to come play. We charge this, but you'll easily make it back because I have a following of 150 that'll come and like I've been 2-3 messages a week probably like that for the past couple weeks.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Any sneak peeks you can throw us that?
So if you go on the Facebook page, it's Club Flash, and you'll see like what the hall is starting to look like, what the DJ setup was looking like. I give like little sneak peeks and things like that. I did a little promo video. It's Montel Jordan. He was a prominent rapper in the 90s. This is how we do. Montel. He's got a sweet little promo, and if the club goes well, which I'm hoping it does, we're gonna get him out to do like a set.
Awesome.
Sometime later this year, as long things go well.
Where exactly is it now?
Yeah, let's talk location.
So, if you are familiar with the town of Mount Savage, it is smack dab basically between like Cumberland and Frostburg. But you can't get there via 68. So if you're on 68, you would get off in LaVale. It takes about 12 minutes to get there from LaVale. If you get off in Frostburg, it also takes about 12 to 15 minutes.
That's a back road, isn't it? That goes around.
If you leave Cumberland and go through the Narrows and just keep going. You'll run into Savage in about 12 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. Up past Super Shoes that way.
It used to be the old St. Patrick's Hall. And then St. Patrick's Church went out of business and the building was sold, and then I got the lease from
How
them.
far up is it? Like,
So if you go into Savage, are you familiar with where the Steel Pony is,
Yes.
or what's Dunnigan's?
Yes.
So if you're coming,
shout out to Donnie.
yeah, right on. If you're coming up through town, you would just pass the Steel Pony on your left.
Okay.
If you go about another 80 yards, you'll pass what's called the Iron Rail Diner.
Yes.
The little
Okay.
diner on the right. As soon as you pass that, there's a metal bridge on the right.
Right. Okay.
You take that metal bridge, it's 80 yards up over the hill on the right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
you have our
remember
full
that.
support and
Yeah.
Angerbox on the social.
Right on over there.
Anything we can do to make this a better experience, help you out in any way, don't be afraid to reach out. And our audience out there, go find him on Facebook. Follow this. You're going to see it sooner or later
Club
anyways.
Flash.
Yep. And can we talk about the limits on Saturday real quick?
Go ahead.
Sure,
Go ahead.
go ahead.
Okay, so the limits on Saturday is the BYOB with a limit, and this is a per person limit. So you can bring, you could bring a 12-pack, you could bring a bottle, and someone else could bring a bottle of wine, but it's limited per person. So I mean, we feel that that's a fair enough amount to where everybody can come have a good time, but no one's going to get out of control on that amount. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, and then the other thing is the only thing we require you buy, you can no hard coolers or anything like that, no big purses, anything you're bringing in, you still have to go through the metal detector. Any kind of bag we're going to look through, but you are allowed a soft cooler, a foot by foot or less.
Okay.
And then the only thing we require is you buy the mixers and drinks and stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah. So
Cool.
in all reality, like $20 and you bring your own supply, you could probably have fun.
I don't doubt it one bit, man.
$10 to get in, then $10
Man,
in.
I don't mix my liquor.
Well,
I'm just
you might get a little dehydrated, need a water or something.
no doubt. I appreciate it, man.
Well, dude, thanks for coming. Thanks for being
guys.
a guest
Thanks
on
for
the show.
thanks
And
for
Yeah,
having
man,
us.
nice
we're
meeting
glad
you,
to
Bobby.
support Club Flash,
Real
man.
quick. Also, the other night we're really hoping is going to be nice trivia, which is on Tuesday.
Yeah, I didn't want to skip
Yeah.
that. Talk about trivia real quick.
Okay, so trivia is going to be every Tuesday starting at 6 o'clock. You can have up to 6 people on your team. And every Tuesday night, we're going to do a different local restaurant to also help support local restaurants. So you show up at 6. We're taking orders between 6 and 6:15. Like, let's say the first night, I'm going to get a free plug here. We would pick Eastern Express. You would pick
Mikey? You want Mikey?
Oh, Mikey.
Go, little Mikey. Shout out to you.
You would pick, and we're gonna keep it simple. Like, you would pick one of the 20 dinner combos, put that in, and then we're gonna send a runner to go get all the food at once on that time. So you would be eating by like 7 o'clock.
Let me ask something else. Are you only open those 3 days a week for now?
So
or-
right now we're doing Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, but you can rent it out any other night.
So it's up for rental too.
Yeah, so you can do like a sublet, or you want to do a wedding reception, or whatever you want to do. It's a hall as
Cool.
well.
Okay, gotcha. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Sweet deal, man. Well, hopefully you got all our viewers' attention.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate you being on. You guys, thanks for watching the social. Please like, comment, and subscribe.
Cheers.
Thanks, guys. Join me, DJ Flash, formerly of WRED Red Radio, for my new opening, Club Flash. But don't take it from me. Take it from this guy.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your man, Montel Jordan. You know, this is how we do it. And I want you to come check out Western Maryland's newest karaoke and DJ hall, Club Flash. That's right. It's under 21 on Friday night, and it's over 21 on Saturdays. Do yourself a favor. Follow Club Flash on Facebook for all the details. Fire, fire, fire. This is how we do it.
You heard it from the man himself. This is DJ Flash saying I'll catch you at Club Flash.